know you may have spoken to a few of my council members and such, but obviously I wanted to hear it from the council here as well. Is there anything,
Yeah.
any concerns you have, or anything which was discussed?
Um. No. Well, there was a bit of You know. Uh. Yesterday. I did ask for some extra money. For the workload that was placed because I didn't realize how big of a workload it was gonna be, which is all my fault. Okay, that is partly my fault. Nothing. Uh. Your men were not at fault. The deal that we did make on the payment was
Yes, of
something that
course.
I did agree to. I did agree to it, and it was my fault. And um, you know, after the workload, I thought, okay, me, I think I deserve a little bit more money than this because I was in my shop for several hours trying to complete this big order, and there was a lot of resources that got used. And we were almost empty out of everything we ever
No,
had. Finished that order. So I asked for
of
extra
course, of
money,
course.
and council member said, "But you did make a deal, which was fair. I did make a deal, and he didn't have to give me that extra 100. You know, because it was at my fault. You know, I realize that now. You know, and yeah, we talked it out. He did give me the extra 100, which I am really grateful for.
Yes,
And yeah,
yes.
everything was talked out. Yeah, I think
Okay.
everything was talked out nicely.
Okay, I'm glad about that. Yeah, that's yeah. Obviously, in the future, at least you know more about like these sort of bigger deals. I guess at least it's a
Oh
learning
yeah, for
experience
sure.
for all of us.
Yeah,
Of course, obviously, getting used to this sort of stuff, and I know some certain things have changed recently, but yeah, I actually have something I want
yeah.
to bring up. Um, I was informed about. I'm not sure if you know about this, but apparently Ian wanted to search homes on our lands or something like this. Have any
I was
idea about
informed
this?
about this. Yeah, I was informed about this from one of your council members. Unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to talk to Kin about her side of things, like where she was coming from, because she's not been awake. She's taken a very much needed rest. You could say.
Yes.
Basically, I think it's been misinterpreted. I think all she wanted was permission from you as the king of the jungle kingdom. If we were to go and conduct a search on your lands, would it be okay with you if we did such a thing? You know,
Yeah. I think it's
because
got
we are
lost.
carrying out
Yeah.
investigations. Yeah,
Of course. I think some of the words got lost in
yeah,
translation, kind of thing, and I was kind of unsure to whether it was just to search, like actually like go on our lands and search, kind of thing, like as you just said, or to actually go into a home and search homes, or to actually go inside our kingdom and search our homes in our kingdom. I'm still very unsure about what's being asked. To be honest, obviously it's gone through
yeah,
many people and words change, and it's understandable. We're
yeah,
all
of course.
humanoid. It happens.
I would very much like to speak with Kim first to get a confirmation of what exactly she wanted from that.
Of
Because
course, of course.
I haven't been told about it because I only got elected into council member yesterday and still catching up on everything, all the reports, everything I'm still going through to get up to date. So as soon as she is awake and around, I will have that conversation because obviously it would be nice to get a little more confirmation if she meant in the kingdom or around the jungle kingdom, outside of the kingdom's walls, etc.
Yeah.
Whereabouts exactly she wanted to do this search so that you have a little more confirmation and
Yeah,
we
of course
can
I need to know
see what's going on.
reasonings why as well. Obviously,
Yeah,
yeah. If obviously I might not be awake when this conversation happens between you two, and you might not be able to
mm,
find me. So if you could write maybe just a book or something, or get Kim to write a book at least. At least I know
Yeah,
it's
of
coming
course.
straight
Is
for
there,
her from her then, and then it makes more sense to me that way.
yeah, is there a council member that we can, that is, someone who acts in your place if you are not around?
Um, we have got a fairly big council. Obviously, you got me. I am the king. To my right here, this is Noz. He is my royal advisor.
Mm,
Knuckles over there. He is our stable master. We have Smackpow, our forge master.
okay.
Glark, our war chief. Not sure what's happening with that right now, but and we have Mallow, who is our master of shinies. My brother Gonch, who is our librarian. And who am I missing? I'm missing one.
Baba.
Baba, the
Mm.
shaman. So there's plenty of council members. If you go there and ask, I'm sure one of them can help you out. They might not be able to give you the permission, what you need. Or at least they can pass the information on to
Yeah.
me and I can, let you know as soon as possible.
Yeah, of course, of
But
course.
yes,
One
those are
thing,
our most trusted and, to hand stuff to because they'll get the stuff to me as soon as possible.
yeah, of course. One thing I did want to bring up with you personally was, there was some behavior yesterday around the Aramore's Got Talent. I don't know if everybody had just had too much to drink, or what, but there were several occasions where Baba did strip himself naked and ran through our streets. And we
Oh.
tried to get him to clothe because there were children around, there were very young people around. And eventually he did listen, but then after the show was done, he kind of did his own thing again, you know. He said that clothes were like a prison to him, sort of thing. And I love Bubba,
Okay.
but it was just like, you know, if you can have a little talk with him, be like, hey, it's not okay to
Of
strip
course,
naked and
yeah.
run around
Especially in
streets,
another
you know.
kingdom. I'll let him know if there's a time and
Yeah,
place for that sort of thing. He may have had a little bit too
yeah,
much to
yeah, yeah.
drink because I don't believe Baba's normally like that. You know Baba as
Oh
well.
yeah,
He is normally like that, or so I think
oh
that was
yeah.
definitely the
That's
alcohol.
what I was
But
saying.
of
Yeah,
course,
that's
I'll
what
have
I'm
a
saying.
word and just make
Yeah,
sure
of
he
course.
knows for the future.
Yeah, of course. Everything else was peachy though. Just like, you know, yeah, I do think there was a lot of drinking going on, but yeah, it was just like him running through the streets naked was causing quite a issue for some people.
Of
A
course,
bit
of
of a
course.
shocker.
Yes, I'll have a
Yeah,
word with him about that.
a bit of a shock. Yeah, no one wants to see old man, you know, naked running
Yeah,
through the
no.
streets.
I fully agree. It's definitely not needed.
Yeah, but we still love it when he visits here. You know,
Of course,
it was
yeah.
funny. It was funny for a time, you know, but they did get to a point. It
It
was like,
gets
okay,
much.
you gotta put your clothes on, please.
Yeah, it gets a bit much. I understand that completely. Yeah.
Yep, 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 yep.
Yes, I will have a word. I'll speak to him about that. I don't think I have anything else to ask.
Um, I did get the Ironclad Reapers come to me last night saying that you guys have a contract with them to capture Johnny.
That needs to be ended. That contract is void. It's not needed in the slightest. It
Okay.
was a mistake on one of our parts. It
Mm.
it's yeah. It doesn't. So we obviously, I don't know, you wasn't there at the time, but I brought Kin in the situation. We caught Oswald and Grimlet in one of the houses in the jungle, and they was obviously stealing, and they got fined whatever amount, and yes, they had until today to pay. It's all been sorted now. It's been paid.
Okay.
We came to an agreement, but yeah, someone on our parts kind of shot a little early, and
Yeah, of
made
course.
these arrangements. So I actually need to speak to them. I've not actually met them myself yet. So hopefully
Yeah,
we can let them know. Yes.
Do you know
because
where they live?
I'll do.
I don't know
yeah,
myself. Yeah, Noz does them perfect.
Perfect.
I do know that they also reported last night that Johnny and some of the people from Gobshire came to the Ironclad Reaper's home. But Johnny had not
Yes.
informed them what was going on, and there was an arrest made on Johnny's part. Some of your people arrested him. Uh, just want
Oh,
to make sure is
yeah.
everything okay
That
there.
has been sorted. Yeah, that has been
Okay.
sorted also. That was another stupid situation which should not have happened from what I know anyway.
Okay.
I don't know the whole story fully. I haven't spoken to the Iron Reapers yet, obviously, but I would like to apologize on my part for that happening at their doorstep, I guess. But yeah, we've spoke to Johnny and his group, and we're all sorted now. For the time being, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course. But yeah, I think that's everything that I've been catching up on the reports wise. Obviously, we are keeping tabs on Johnny and his people, making sure they are behaving. But they
Yes.
do live in
Mm.
Lunaria now, so most of it should be Lunaria's problem if things are happening on their land with Johnny and his people. But obviously, it's okay if people still come to either Wonders Rest. Hopefully, it's still okay if they come to you, even as a loss, if they need help
Mm.
with Johnny and his people.
Yes. Speaking of Lunaria and speaking of other kingdoms, I was actually wondering what your stance is with them at the moment. Just out of curiosity.
Um, we had a discussion, me and Leo, and we were thinking of asking Lunaria to to allow us to extend our borders to the mountain, so that Johnny people are back in our lands, so that we
Okay,
can,
interesting.
just to see if it would work. If we were to extend our borders out to help them out a bit, but because obviously they sleep quite a lot, and it's quite hard to catch them.
Yes.
Um, I do have a report of theirs if you would like it to be shared with you on things that have been happening in their kingdom. With robberies and stuff like that. If you want
Oh
to
yeah, that
compare
might be nice to
notes.
know. Yeah, it might be nice to know as well. Obviously, we are allianced with them as of now. Has actually been really common knowledge. We haven't really told many people, but yeah, we are. We're
Yeah,
alliance with them. We're friendly with them. I actually do want to have a proper meeting with all your council at some point, possibly if that happens,
yeah,
about our ally. I actually don't believe we're actually like fully alliance. We kind of just became friends, and that was it. So we've never had
yeah.
an official formal meeting, and that would be something I would like to
Hmm.
do eventually. Obviously, I want to get to
Yes.
know this kingdom more, what you guys stand for properly. We can
Cool.
tell you more about us, but obviously we'll do that more in a more of a formal matter eventually.
Yeah. The best time would probably be next week. I know that this weekend, one of our counselors will not be awake, fortunately.
That is fine, yes. We
So,
can wait until then. There's no rush at all,
yeah.
obviously. We're trying to stay on each other's good sides. Obviously, some hiccups happen every now and again, but for the most part, I
I mean, it
believe we're
happens,
doing well.
it happens.
Yes. Everyone makes mistakes. But yeah, so you guys and Lunaria, I'm guessing you're very friendly towards them also.
Yeah, I've met the counselor there, maybe 2 or 3 times. She seems pretty knowledgeable and decent, but she's only one person, you know. She's one person
True.
trying to represent a whole kingdom
Yeah, I
on
know
her
they got
own.
the rest of the council, but it seems like they don't
Yeah,
get involved as much as she does.
exactly, exactly.
Yes.
She's came to visit here a few times, but she did tell me last night that she will be taking a rest for the next 2 to 3 days, so she will not be
Yeah,
around.
she informed us also,
So
yes.
it kind of worries me that if things are happening in their lands, their citizens are vulnerable. The people who live there who are just trying to live peaceful lives in their kingdom. if something
Yes.
happens to them and there's no one around in their kingdom, obviously they're gonna have to come to us as we're closer and so on and so forth. And it just feels like, yeah,
Yes.
once again, that we're taking their responsibilities, you know?
Honestly, we have friends all over these lands at the moment. We've made some good friends in all different, you know, all different parts. So as we inform them that if anything happens on no matter what land, just to get us a report as well. Obviously, we're not going to act on it as we don't actually have jurisdiction, but it's nice for us to have reports on the people, what's going on as well.
Yeah. Because I know that within the Enchanted Forest, there have been some vampire attack reports. Like
Oh,
vampire
yes, Kin gave
attacks.
me a book about that one. Yeah, a single vampire
Yeah.
going round and possibly biting people, I guess. Yeah.
I do have this book here. It's all the additional reports since Kim made that 14-page suspect completion book. I don't know if you have got a copy of
Uh,
that also.
I don't have a copy of that one now.
We do. I shall
Okay.
pass that on to you in short order, sir.
Oh, do we?
Oh.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go. But I do have a book here that's been given to me from Lunaria on additional reports that have happened since that book has been made. So I can give that to you now.
Okay, yeah, sure. Awesome, thank you. I'm guessing this one's a copy I can keep.
Yes, that is a copy you can keep.
Perfect, perfect. I'll have a look through that later. Talking about kingdoms.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, we know where we kind of stand at the moment. Obviously, we still need our form meeting. How do you stand with Nightshade? I believe it is.
We are on very good terms with Nightshade. You know, they've given us no reason to think that they're a threat in any way or manner. You know, they're very good counsel, so they are. You know, um, they've came down here a few times, visited. You know, some of them have just been, friendly visits. Some of them have been for business. And
Yeah.
yeah, they haven't given anything off that that there's gonna be any problems. So far, the relationship
Okay.
between us and Nightshade is pretty stable, I would say.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So I've only met a few of them. I went up there once. Met a man called Theon, I believe it was, and he was friendly enough. I haven't met the Queen there or any of that yet. I haven't actually had a chance to probably go up there. I haven't. Yeah. Obviously, we're being ill and stuff, but I don't think they've come
Yeah.
down to our kingdom much either. I know a few of my men have met them, but yeah, I was just wondering. Obviously, I don't know much about them at the moment. I'm just trying to gather as much information on people. We're still
Yeah, of
new.
course. I think the Queen herself, she wakes up maybe round about this time onwards. Usually around about this time.
Oh yeah, this is very.
Very late.
I'm only ever awake this time on maybe a Friday or a Saturday. That is it.
Yeah. Yeah. Can be very late. For us especially to meet certain people. Yep, yep.
Yeah, of course, of course. Hey, yeah, that's everything I've got to ask and say, kind of thing, right now. Obviously, the only thing I'm still wondering is the searching of houses on land or whatever it is. But obviously, that's going to get sorted as soon as we can. That's perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
I will get to Kin on as soon as she does wake up. We can even come over to
Yes.
Gobshire because I don't think Kin's actually came over to visit Gobshire just yet. I'm not sure.
I'm not quite sure. I don't think she has now.
It would be nice to actually come visit you guys. You know, I feel bad that you guys are always the one coming over here. You know.
Oh no, it's fine. I mean, we've got our tavern set up now, and we've got our keep set up, and everything
Yeah.
is pretty much set up now. There's only a few buildings left to actually build, so our kingdom is
Yep.
pretty much done. That's why we're out and about a lot more.
to that point I should speak to you a bit
Yeah,
later as well, sir.
Oh, what did you say? Sorry, Noz.
I said to that point I should speak to you about a particular idea, if you don't mind, later.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Yes, of course, of course. Oh, it's Mr. Leo.
Oh, come on, don't run away from
Leo,
us.
get back here.
You've already come out in your full
Hello,
armour,
Batman.
shiny as shit. Come on now.
We're just having talks. You know, I haven't been around as much as of recent. I've been sleeping a lot. So I thought I'd come over
How
and just
dare
talk.
you?
I know, I'm sorry. I've been ill, okay? It happens to the best of us. But no, yeah, we,
Leo, do you
A
know
little
the...
more slime.
Not to worry, things have been going just fine in his absence, I'm happy to report.
yeah.
Sounds like it, or something.
I mean, don't or something be, sir. I recommend that you come and take a look at how thriving our community really is at some point.
Didn't you have to fire a bunch of people, or did I hear wrong?
All these incidents which apparently have happened have been sorted out now. That's pretty much what I spent
Indeed.
my day doing.
No, you can grunt all you want,
Leo,
but it
do
doesn't change
you
the truth.
know...
No, it's fine.
No, I always grunt. That's just my voice.
do you know
Oh,
anything about
yes.
Kin wanting to do searches in the jungle? Within the jungle kingdom?
Yeah, well, I was a bit confused about this, what I've been told. I'm not sure whether it's searches of houses on our lands or just searches of the jungle, swamp, redwoods, whatever, or actual searches inside my kingdom. Do you have any idea about
I have
that
no
one?
idea.
I guess it's just a Kin thing then. That's fine, we can wait for Kin when she gets, when she's awake, you can let me know what's
It'll
happening.
be like Monday, I think. She'll be awake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's perfectly fine. There's no rush. Obviously, it's no difference to us right now.
Of course. What happened
Big headache.
with the Johnny Nine Fingers and your people?
Pretty much, two of my folks jumped the gun, I believe, and that's been sorted now. We spoke to Johnny. The fines which Grimlet and Oswald had to pay have been, we made an agreement on that. That was paid. So we're on good terms with them again now. They actually just helped us with our taxes earlier and stuff, so they're all happy now. For the most part, I guess.
Well, I can tell you, I'm not very
Why is
happy.
that? Go
Well,
on.
speak your
With Johnny
piece.
Nine Fingers and his crew, I'm not very happy with them at all.
Oh, of course,
I
of course,
am
yeah.
going to have to ban them from Jarrow lands.
Oh, you're going to ban them altogether?
First we banished
Interesting,
them, revoked their right to live here. But now we're gonna have to banish them from our lands. We gave them a chance to stay in our lands, travel through them. But they misused that.
Hello.
Started
What's
shit
happening
again,
now?
and
Hello.
now they're...
Hello.
Well, they started shit with the what are they called? Ironclad Reapers or something like that.
Yes, that's the ones.
Yeah.
I haven't met them myself yet now, but I heard they have...
Yeah, they keep claiming they're
Yeah.
racist towards goblins, yet they have a goblin, high-ranked goblin in their ranks.
Yes.
So
I know a few of my people have met them now, and they seem to be friendly enough, so it does seem
they're
like
very
something
nice.
the legitimate business are, making up, I guess. Maybe it was a misunderstanding of a first encounter, but
They're just trying to
as
get
they
rid of
can
them
get pretty
because
far. Yeah.
they're bounty hunters. They'll likely kill them for money, and plus they've had a break-in, and they suspect Johnny and their people to be the root of that cause. So,
Leo, if I may
Interesting.
ask, when when was that complaint made? Was that past few days, past few hours
which one?
of the Reavers having been broken into and they suspect it to be Johnny.
That's about a week ago, I'd say. Maybe a little less.
Okay. So
Okay,
my
interesting.
understanding at this point is they supposedly,
to?
quote unquote, settled or buried the hatchet, as Johnny likes to put it, with that
Having
group.
a meeting at Wanderer's Rest.
Still.
When?
No, just now, actually. We didn't get to a council member until now.
Last
Yeah.
night, I believe.
Oh.
Alright. So you're telling me
Like-
then they came in here whining like little children, yelling in my ear, all of them at once, just for them to bury the hatchet right afterwards. Basically giving me a fucking headache for no reason.
I'm not quite sure on all the logistics on all this. It's
Mm.
honestly, I only know what I've been told. I've still not met
Actually,
them,
they
so.
did speak to me about that as well. But they said something about Gobshire people as well. You might want to
Go
tell
on.
you about what happened with your two friends. Was it? I don't remember the names. But you know what I'm on about.
Yes,
Yeah.
apparently something about they went to the place, the Ironclad Reapers, and with a couple of my goblins, and my goblins actually arrested Johnny there. So yeah, that was something which shouldn't have happened, to be quite honest. But yeah, as I said, that stuff has been sorted out also, and I need to speak to Ironclad Reapers to talk about what they think of all the situation still, because I've still not met them, but for the most part, it's all sorted.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
will say on
that's,
that,
that's what they were trying to say.
Johnny's people did try and instigate at our kingdom.
Sorry for being so quiet. I was in the middle of our piece and someone pulled a freaking sword on me when I tried to run in the
multiple members
bank.
of your council as well as yourself,
No problem.
I
stating
have
they
not
don't
been
give a
told
fuck about
this.
your word. Yeah.
I wish someone would have told me this earlier. That would have been absolutely fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
your
I
pardon?
just remembered this. It happened before. So, yeah.
I mean, they came around
Um,
here talking shit about you and your kingdom as well. So,
Yes.
Okay.
So, more
Yeah, go
needs
on
to be
then.
said on that, but a
Right.
lot happened yesterday. I think we can all agree on
Love to hear the particulars at a later date.
that.
that's why I'm not resolved.
Yeah, I'd love to hear the things they've been saying about me.
Hmm.
I think that would make me very
Uh,
happy.
Here, I can go through that quickly. Again, I apologize that I kind of glanced over that one from yesterday. There's a lot that happened. But I think they came in trying to talk to Goncho. I don't know what about. But at the front gate, they were talking to Clark and Varrock, or Varrock. I'm still not sure how to say his name correctly.
Vrock, yes.
Yeah.
And they started insulting both of them. Especially when they started talking about the fine that needed to be paid. They only were reminding Johnny and I believe it was Oswald there. They may have had started, I'm not sure. But that their payment was going to be due to. They started saying that the document that Oswald signed in blood did not matter. That it was null and void because it said a week from now, and they said, "Oh, when is now?" etc. Starting to make claims on that. And then
That's Clark's fault.
yeah, then started again trying to remember here, but I believe Clark made a statement saying they made an agreement. That it was from Voice of the King, there was an agreement that had been made. And they said both almost simultaneously that they do not give a fuck about the king, and his word means nothing.
Well, I can prove.
Is
none
that-
of
is
the
that something
words,
similar?
I think.
Here, you're
Yeah.
not a real kingdom, you're just a den of goblins, is what they said.
Interesting choice of words.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm very surprised they left our kingdom with their heads at that.
Well, had we been aware the situation might have taken a different turn, however, be it as it may, things have resolved the way they have.
I'll be honest, if I was told this earlier, they would have probably had a sword for their eye earlier as well. But, you know, okay.
Again, I don't want to speak for the rest of you, but I still have the mind that heads on pikes always keeps other people in line.
Compliment the room. Oh my God.
Exactly. That works as well.
Well, we'll keep it in the back of our minds anyway, won't we?
So, Moon, who was there at the time when Oswald, Johnny, whoever the hell they was saying these things? You know, which ones of...
Let me try to remember. I believe Stick was there, possibly. He maybe came in a little bit later, but I believe he was there. Clark was there. I'm very sure that Scrobbles was there. Yeah, no, Stick 100% was there. Clark Rock. Tonk may have been around. I think Smackpow was around because I had him repair a few things.
But were they witness to this slender?
That's what I can remember. They may have been within earshot. Smackpow probably was in his forge.
I mean, may
So
have
these
been isn't
people-
really too great, but
These people, my people, have heard these supposed legitimate businessmen talking slander on my name, talking shit on my name, and they decided to stand there and do nothing? Is that pretty much what you're saying?
it's what it sounds like, eh?
I think they were wanting everything to build up to the payment and being able to do something more grand rather than having multiple offenses and multiple attacks in a day. Or not in a day, but day after day.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
And I also have the mind that they should have never left.
Yes, well,
And they and then yesterday they came by here complaining about the Ironclad Reapers, saying that they were assaulted by the Ironclad Reapers when the Ironclad Reapers had been there just an hour before, something like that. TQ, and given a report on the situation, and needless to say, the Ironclad Reapers' story seemed a lot more believable than that of Oswald and the others.
I don't blame you on
that.
that.
To say they're businessmen, they're not very good at lying, are they? You can see right.
Yes, and they were all five screaming at me at once, and I told them to write down a report. And then when I told them to write down a report, they said that our kingdom was broken, that we're corrupt, and the council doesn't work, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And basically insulted us to our face. And I told them to pack their shit and get the fuck out of my walls, or I would have to remove them. And they left in quite a hurry.
Right.
Yeah.
Seems they have an overall lack of respect for authority.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting.
I'll gladly teach
One
them a
more
lesson.
thing. Yes, I'll gladly be by your side when we do that. One more thing I want to talk about, actually. I mentioned it to Hiku. We, as kingdoms right now, have not actually got an official alliance going, you know? It's more just we met and we became friends, so soon I would like to have an official, formal meeting to talk about a possible actual alliance, you know? Keep it all
defense
formal,
agreements, etc., etc. Get it all hashed out.
I think
naturally. Yes, I am planning on making a general embassy here, where we'll handle that sort of thing.
Yes. Yes, obviously,
if you like, we can have a small building. Yeah, of course.
And then we've got the majority of ours, and we can actually have a proper talk and get to know each other better, get to know each other's goals, and, you know, what we plan for our kingdoms and what we plan for an alliance and stuff like that.
Of course.
You may have heard that us and Lunaria are already allianced in a sense. We've yeah, we had a meeting last week sometime. So yes. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's everything from me for now. Unless there's anything else you need to ask, well, feel free.
I have one thing to say is that if Johnny Nine Figures or any of his goons are on Wander's Rest land and they irritate you or you wish to apprehend them, wish to pull them aside for a talk, whatever, you are very free to do so. They're free reign. I do not care.
Yes. I think I can say the same for on our lands as well for you.
Indeed.
If you're on our lands and you see them there, I think it's perfectly fine that you do what you need to do. If you need to bring them back to our kingdom once you capture them, that is perfectly fine. We have holding cells you can get into. We can get you into.
I need to speak to an area as well about the border because for some reason the right side of the left side of the road, if you're coming from here, is apparently not our land. It's not the mountain range. It's the road. So they live on the left side of the road, like technically still within the grasslands named Jarrow, but it's outside of our borders.
Interesting.
In that little strip between the road and the mountain. So they, on a technicality, they live literally on the edge of our lands. And I don't want that. I want them to fuck away from my sign.
Yeah, it seems like you evicted them and they thought, fuck it, we'll just go a little bit further away, but still in range. Yeah.
They're literally within musket shot of their old house.
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay.
And you remember you did something very, very similar with Griffin's Guard a few years ago.
Oh, really?
I'm not having it, though. Oh, good night.
Good night, man.
Yeah.
He gets tired every now and again.
That's okay. He's called Moon for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, that makes sense.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll wake eventually. If not, you can just leave him here. That's fine.
Yeah, leave him. It's fine.
He makes a good guard dog.
Is he gonna cook it or?
Yeah, he'll just stand there. Pretty good. He's good at it.
Oh, well, I mean, he's good at his job, then, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, no, yes, the only thing I actually really want to know mainly now is the situation about what Kin was on about, which I've been informed about, but yeah. Oh, also one thing, I still haven't met the Ironclad Reapers. I don't know if I am going to meet them anytime soon.
You could go visit them now, I think. They should be home, I think, around this time.
Okay. Interesting. I might have to do that.
I can come with you and mediate if you like.
Yes, that'd be perfect if you could. It seems that Glark put a bounty on Johnny's head through them. So,
I also sort of will be doing that, depending on the report that Ironclad Reapers give me.
I was going to cancel this bounty as it was for the payments of the fines, and I don't feel it is needed at this time because if anything else happens, we know where they live.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
It's not needed. Yeah,
you don't have to have that. We'll take care of that.
Yes, of course. But they've paid their fines now on our part, kind of thing, To us, we're kind of okay with them. We're not okay with what they do, but we're okay with them as... You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you're okay with them insulting you and that? I mean...
Oh, no.
No.
Of course not. But that is something I will sort myself. I don't need bounty hunters to do that for me.
I'm just making sure.
Trust me, that is not okay.
Alright, well...
But the bounty itself was because of the fines they owed due to breaking laws. The bounty is no longer needed. That's
the funny thing is, they moved to like right on the edge of our lands. Now the road is within our borders, so technically, if we banish them from our lands, and they walk out their house,
Yeah.
they are technically breaking that.
That's a good one.
So,
I
don't know if that was a smart play from them.
I suppose they'll be getting a lot of use out of their back doors then, eh?
Yeah.
Yes, I guess that's everything. I would like to go and meet these Ironclad Reapers, to be honest. If you would be willing to come along.
Well, we can do that now.
Excellent.
They should be around. No promise, of course, but.
Mr. Moon.
Around. They were around this time yesterday.
I can grab them.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Oh, it's unlocked, my bad.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Shinier, by the way, Leo. Very nice.
Thank you. I've been getting compliments on it left, right, and center. Happy with it.
Very shiny.
Yeah, it does look glorious.
Are any of you